this win, obviously, but it seemed like throughout it all, Bryce was really calm. Was kind of that calm leader. How did Can you talk about how important it was that he was that calm leader for you guys tonight?
I feel like it's real important because he's the QB, he's the head of the offense, basically the captain of the offense. So he keeps everybody going with the leadership and how he is around us in tight games like this.
For Will, what kind of just was the mindset of the defense on those last few possessions of the game when you had to get a stop?
The mentality is always the same. We have to go out there, be on the same page. All 11 of us have to get the call and play together. So, nobody, it's just not one person. Everybody is on the same page. We can go out there and execute so it won't be a mental error here, mental error there. And that was the biggest key. Focus in. Let's get off the field. Let's do the job to help the team.
We're going to get a mic in the back.
And for Will, kind of along those lines, there's that strip sack that ended up getting reviewed and changed. But just what did you see on that play and overall just getting to Max Johnson?
Relentless effort. That's all I can say. It was relentless effort from field, from up front, getting pressure on him. And I think that's one of the biggest things we stress as a defense. We have to get pressure on the quarterback, and that's what happened.
Back here.
And this is for Will. I know you pride yourself as being a leader on the defense, but I wanted you to comment on one of your teammates that I thought played really well tonight opposite you. Talk about Dallas Turner and the game he had.
Yes, I went up to him at the end of the game and I told him how proud of I am of him. Every day he comes to practice, he works hard, he watches film all the time, he asks questions, he wants to learn. Football is the most important thing to him. I'm so proud of him. He's stepping up, taking a big role when we have people down, and that's all I can say, that he loves football, he's hungry.
Go to the front.
Jameson, question for you. So with being key on offense, what are some things that you need to tell your teammates around you to help get them going early on and not like having a slow start?
I don't think it's something I need to tell them. I just feel like we just all need to get on the same page and be hungry from the jump. I feel like we got a bad start today, but it's things that we can work on. We enjoy this win 24 hours, then back in the lab, get right.
All right, we're going to go to Zoom with Michael Casagrande.
Yeah, a couple close games. The Florida game, the A&M game, there was some talk about the team not being fully dialed in, locked into that game. Was that the case tonight when, for a game that was closer than maybe expected?
Whoever wants to take that.
Will you repeat the question, please? I'm sorry.
Yeah. Well, a couple of those other games, the Florida game, the A&M game, I know you were challenging the team to be locked into the game. With a game like tonight, the way it was maybe closer than people expected, were any of those issues an issue again tonight?
Every game is not going to be perfect. As much as we want perfection, nobody's going to be perfect. But I think we went out there, we played hard. We had a few mistakes, but we rallied as a team. Offense cared for us, we cared for the offense. We all came together and we handled business. And I think that was the biggest part. We went out there, we played our butts off. We were all on the same page. Things may have not gone how we wanted to go, but the things that did go the right way, we had a good outcome.
We're going to go back to Zoom with Nick Kelly.
Yeah, a question for both of you guys. What was the message from Nick Saban to the team after the game about what to take from this one?
We'll start with Jameson and then go to Will.
The message was pretty much he loved how we went out there and fought the whole game, 60 minutes. We got things to fix, got things to clean up, but he just loved how we played full game, 60 minutes, and then let up.
Most definitely, just to piggy off back Jamie, we went out there, we played tough. We played to the last time on the clock. We don't look at the scoreboard, we don't look at the clock, we don't look at any of that. We just play till we hear the whistle blow. And I think that's one of the biggest things he stressed. Like, he loved that we went out there and we fought, we had each other's back, and we were just relentless.
Aaron Settles on Zoom.
Hey, Will, uncharacteristically, the offense was sort of sputtering there in the second half. When they were going through those consistency issues, did you put together, what was the defensive conversation? Did you guys realize it was going to come down to you guys?
Oh, most definitely. We work situations like this in practice all the time. Coach Saban and Coach Golden, all the defensive coaches, they all do a good job of getting us in these situations. You never know what might happen in the game, and, we always have to be prepared of these type of situations, so we were most definitely prepared for this.
We'll go to Tony on Zoom.
Will, this week you guys talked about being remembered in the month of November. Are you trying to make a specific statement with your game this month as well?
Well, of course, always. But, I always put the team first, and I think the biggest thing is what we do as a team is what we remember for, not only my accomplishments, but as what we do as a team.
We'll go to Edwin on Zoom.
Hey, Jameson, can you just about what the LSU's defense was doing to you in the second half, kind of frustrated y'all a little bit?
I wouldn't say we were frustrated. We just went out there. We had a couple 3-and-outs that weren't supposed to happen. I feel like we got to get better a lot. But LSU, they were playing like kind of cat coverage, so sending a lot of pressure. We just got to get right, you know.
We have a question from the room.
Jameson, obviously every touchdown is a special one, but how special are the really long ones like you had today, and how much time work have you and Bryce put in, since you got here on those deep balls?
The touchdowns, I would say all of them feel special. I feel great. That's like the work paying off, me getting in the end zone. But also, me and Bryce, when I came in the summertime, we just got to it instantly. Summer workouts, we just built a chemistry, built a great relationship, and things just fell into place. Like when the season started going, we just got to it.
Steven on Zoom.
This was for Will. I know Kool-Aid McKinstry is one of those young guys defensively taking that coaching. How was his game today?
I mean, like I said about Dallas, I'm so proud of these young guys just from, I know when I was a young guy last year and how they step up and, how they come to work every day and, they want to get better. They want to pay attention to football. Kool-Aid has done an amazing job filling in that role over there. We can count on him. He stepped up big time for this game and he played great.
Joey on Zoom.
Question for Will. Prior to LSU's final drive of the game, Bryce Young, of course, went down, was hit pretty hard. You guys went out there and obviously performed well. Was that a motivating factor at all, seeing your quarterback get hit that hard and trying to take it out on the LSU offense?
Of course it was. You don't like when things happen like that, especially as me being a defensive end. And I hit quarterbacks all the time. I hate to see my quarterback on the ground like that. But I think it just all comes back to our mentality of, the defense. How we're going to go out there, how we're going to get stops. Are we all going to be on the same page? Can we get off the field? And I think that's what the challenge was for us.
James on Zoom.
Hey, question for Jameson Williams. It's James Hill with BNC Sports. Talk about being Bama built and then talk about November football and why it's so important to keep getting W's every Saturday.
It's so important because November is basically it separates the champions from the non-champions. Really, you play a bunch of championship football in November, going out, practicing, and showing it on Saturday. So November football, I would say, is very important.